In every civilization humans built, they looked upward, to the silent darkness where worlds drift, where stars shimmer like ancient beacons, and where remnants of cosmic creation whirl endlessly. Modern science names these wandering fragments asteroids, meteoroids, comets, and debris. But long before these scientific categories existed, humans observed fiery streaks across the sky that dazzled and frightened them. In desert nights, in mountain valleys, across the oceans, these flashes of burning light echoed with mystery. Islam, emerging in the 7th century Arabian Peninsula, engaged with the heavens in a unique way. The Qur'an, revealed to the Prophet Muhammad, repeatedly drew humanity's attention to the sky, its structure, its harmony, and its occasional disruptions. The heavens were described not merely as a physical domain, but as a realm filled with meaning, purpose, and divine control. Celestial events were not random. They were ayat signs. This documentary explores the complete Islamic perspective on asteroids, meteors, comets, and cosmic disturbances. Not merely scientifically, but spiritually, symbolically, cosmologically, and eschatologically. We will trace Quranic verses about celestial flames, meteoric missiles, and heavenly layers, Hadith that describe cosmic phenomena and divine protection, classical tafsir analyses, from Ibn Kathir to Al-Razi, the unseen realm of jinn, angels, and the heavenly stations, the destiny of the sky on the Day of Judgment, modern scientific parallels with Islamic cosmology, philosophical reflections on why asteroids exist at all. This is not a mere explanation. It is a journey through thousands of years of human imagination and divine revelation, merging cosmic science and spiritual truth into a single seamless story. The Quran speaks of the heavens more than any other physical creation, more than mountains, seas, animals, or even the earth itself. Allah draws attention to the sky. Why? Because the sky is unreachable yet visible, mysterious yet familiar, beautiful yet terrifying, ordered yet unpredictable. It is a domain we cannot touch but cannot ignore. A perfect symbol for the relationship between humans and the divine. Allah says, "Indeed, in the creation of the heavens and the earth are signs for those who reflect." Surah Al-Imran. Every celestial body, planet, star, comet, or meteor is part of this vast gallery of signs. Islam does not reduce the cosmos to empty matter floating randomly. Instead, the heavens are an expression of divine artistry. When the Quran describes the sky, it does so repeatedly with words that evoke awe. Masabi, lamps, sama, elevated canopy, bina, a constructed structure, sub, layered veils, shihab, flaming missiles, buraj, constellations, or great structures. The Quran never treats the sky as a static dome. It is alive with movement, events, and purpose. Asteroids, meteors, and shooting stars fit naturally into this worldview as dynamic signs of the Creator. Islam describes the existence of 7 heavens, not planets, but realms or layers of existence. It is He who created for you all that is on earth. Then He rose to the heaven and made them 7 heavens. Al-Baqarah. Though these layers are unseen to human eyes, they intersect with the physical sky. They form a cosmic structure where angels travel, jinn roam, commands descend, decrees ascend. In this multi-layered universe, meteors and comet-like flames act as barriers, weapons, and signs. The Quran explains this dynamic, and we adorned the nearest heaven with lamps and made them missiles against devils. Al-Mulk. This single verse connects the beauty of the sky, the structure of the heavens, the functional purpose of celestial fire. In Islam, the cosmos is not just scientifically alive, it is spiritually alive. For ancient Arabs, the night sky was a source of guidance, poetry, spirituality, and fear. They navigated by the stars. They told stories about constellations. They prayed under open skies. They watched meteors fall like arrows of fire. To them, these blazing streaks were not simply random cosmic rocks. They were events. Islam embraced this human fascination but redirected it toward divine purpose. The Quran instructed them to look upward, not for superstition, but for meaning. Do they not look at the sky above them? How we constructed it and adorned it. Kaf. The sky became a classroom of theology. Before diving deeper into Islamic interpretations, let's define what modern science calls asteroids, large rocky bodies orbiting the sun. Meteoroids, small fragments broken from asteroids' meteors. Burning streaks when meteoroids enter Earth's atmosphere. Meteorites, remnants that hit the ground. Comets, icy bodies with long glowing tails. Bolides, or fireballs, exceptionally bright meteors. Islam does not use these terms, but the Quran and Hadith describe phenomena that sound unmistakably like blazing meteors, cosmic missiles, fiery celestial objects, falling stars, heavenly flames. Islamic scholars recognized these events long before modern astronomy existed and gave them spiritual context. One of the Quran's most fascinating terms is Shihab. It appears in verses describing fiery projectiles shot from the sky. A Shihab can mean a flame, a blazing fire, a bright, fast-moving light, a burning projectile, a meteor-like streak. Modern astronomers would call these fireballs or meteors entering the atmosphere, but the Quran places them in a larger narrative. According to Islam, jinn are capable of ascending toward the heavens to listen to divine commands. The Quran explains what happens when they attempt this, and we guarded it from every rebellious devil. They cannot listen to the higher assembly, for they are pelted from every side, repelled, and for them is a constant torment, except one who snatches a word, and he is pursued by a piercing flame. As Safit, here we see, jinn attempt to eavesdrop, angels guard the heavens. Shihab, meteors, act as missiles. Classical scholars explain that meteors are visible signs of an unseen battle. Even if the unseen world is beyond human comprehension, the physical streaks, meteors, are real. Ibn Kathir, he wrote, Shihab is a blazing fire, a meteor that Allah sends against the devil when he rises toward the heavenly assembly. Imam al-Razi, he analyzed whether the flame is material or immaterial and concluded, the flame itself is physical. The jinn's interaction with it is metaphysical. Ibn Abbas, he stated, it is a flame of fire that shoots from the sky. Their interpretations align remarkably with astrophysical descriptions of meteors: burning, fast, streaking, fiery, destructive. Thus, Islam's ancient texts already portrayed meteors with impressive accuracy. The Quran describes the sky as a protected dome, and we made the sky a protected ceiling, yet they turn away from its signs. Al-Anbiya. Modern science reveals Earth's atmosphere burns destructive meteoroids. Earth's magnetic field deflects solar radiation. Gravity controls asteroid trajectories. Islamic scholars saw meteors as part of this divine protection. Everything in the heavens follows Allah's decree. Islamic eschatology contains numerous descriptions of cosmic upheaval. The sky cracking, stars falling, celestial bodies scattering, the universe collapsing. These descriptions resonate with modern concepts of asteroid impacts, cosmic collisions, supernovae, orbital instability, atmospheric catastrophe. Star scatter. When the stars are dispersed. Al-infitar. Oven splits. When the sky is torn apart. Al-ma'arij. Mountains pulverize, and the mountains will be like fluffed wool. Al-adia. Asteroid impacts are capable of scattering atmospheric dust, causing global darkness, turning mountains to ash, shaking Earth violently. Though the Quran never states an asteroid will hit Earth, it does describe events resembling catastrophic impacts. One of the more intriguing, eschatological signs. So watch for the day when the sky will bring a visible smoke that will envelop the people. Ad-Dukan. Some scholars interpret this as global atmospheric pollution, famine-related haze. Volcanic ash. Others suggest dust cloud from celestial object, meteor impact smoke. A large asteroid impact would fill the sky with smoke, blocking sunlight, and causing mass suffering. Islam does not specify the cause, yet the possibility aligns. Islamic texts describe the sun darkening, the moon losing light, stars falling, the sky folding like a scroll, cosmic fire sweeping the earth. These signs are not metaphorical. They're described as literal events. Asteroids, solar disruptions, cosmic collisions. These may be part of the divine plan leading to Qiyamah. The jinn, angels, and heavenly barriers. Islamic cosmology divides existence into seen, al-shahada, and unseen, al-ghaib. Humans perceive the earth and the near sky, but angels traverse the heavens. Jinn roam invisible realms. Divine commands flow from the highest heavens to the earth. When jinn attempt to reach the heavens to eavesdrop on divine decrees, Shihab, meteors, act as missiles. We have certainly adorned the nearest heaven with lamps, and we have made the missiles for devils, Surah Al-Mulk. Here, we see a dual layer of interpretation. Physical, meteors streak across the sky. Metaphysical, divine enforcement against spiritual rebellion. The Qur'an presents both in harmony. The unseen forces are reflected in observable phenomena. Modern science sees meteors as physical. Islam also sees them as guardians of the sacred cosmos. Asteroids are not merely random objects. Their existence, trajectory, and occasional Earth-crossing orbits show gravitational precision, predictable motion, chaotic elements within order. Similarly, Islam emphasizes that everything in the universe operates under Allah's law. Indeed, all things we created with measure. Surah Al-Qamar. Asteroids, with their seemingly erratic paths, illustrate divine measure in action. Chaotic yet constrained, dangerous yet controlled. They remind humanity of balance, order, and accountability. And we made the sky a protected ceiling. Al-Anbiya. Scholars like Ibn Kathir and Al-Qurtubi highlight that the sky's protection encompasses shielding Earth from excessive solar radiation, burning small meteors before they reach the surface, preventing large-scale collisions. Modern science agrees. The Earth's atmosphere and magnetosphere perform similar protective functions. Islam beautifully describes this in metaphoric yet accurate terms, showing divine foresight in cosmic architecture. Islamic tradition holds that meteors are not merely natural occurrences, but agents of divine will. They repel rebellious jinn, act as warnings for the faithful, symbolize divine control over chaos. The Qur'an states, "They devils cannot listen to the higher assembly. They are pursued by flaming missiles." As Safit, even in ordinary life, shooting stars remind believers of higher authority, cosmic order, and the unseen world's active presence. Observing meteors becomes not just a scientific curiosity, but a spiritual lesson. Islamic eschatology describes heavenly upheavals preceding the Day of Judgment. Among these, celestial objects like asteroids and meteors may play a symbolic or actual role. Stars falling and the cosmic fire. The Qur'an states, "When the stars fall, dispersing." Surah Al-Infitar. Astrophysically, this could represent massive meteoroids entering the atmosphere, fragmentation of celestial bodies, asteroid showers. Islamic scholars interpret falling stars as visible manifestations of divine punishment or cosmic warning. Each falling star symbolizes the temporary nature of worldly stability. When the sky is torn apart. Surah Al-Ma'arij. This verse is both literal and metaphorical. Literal. Massive asteroid impact could physically disturb the atmosphere. Metaphorical. Upheavals. Represent moral and spiritual collapse. Asteroids, meteors, and cosmic phenomena are reminders that all stability is contingent upon Allah's will. The heavens themselves may be agents in cosmic justice. The smoke that covers the earth, ad-dukan, then watch for the day when the sky will bring a visible smoke that envelopes the people. Surah ad-Dukan. Some classical scholars, like Al-Tabari, interpreted this as an atmospheric or volcanic event, divine warning of mass suffering. Modern interpretations suggest asteroid impact ejecta, dust clouds blocking sunlight, climate disruption. Islam leaves room for physical manifestations while emphasizing spiritual lessons. The smoke reminds humanity that celestial forces operate under divine decree, whether visible or unseen. While not mentioned explicitly in the Qur'an, comets appear in Islamic historical chronicles as celestial warnings. For example, Ibn Khaldun recorded comets as signs of political upheaval. Observers noted meteors and fireballs coinciding with famines or wars. In Islam, comets and asteroids are both physical events and spiritual lessons, reinforcing the Quranic theme. Heavenly phenomena are signs for reflection, not superstition. Reflections on power and humility. Asteroids remind humanity of our smallness. Earth is vulnerable, divine control. Nothing moves without Allah's will, temporary nature of existence. Cosmic events disrupt all assumptions. Observing a meteor streaking across the night sky inspires awe. In Islamic thought, awe is a spiritual tool, prompting humility, reflection on morality, recognition of divine authority. The Quran repeatedly calls humans to ponder. Do they not look at the sky above them? How we structured it and adorned it. Surah Al-Qiyamah. Asteroids, comets, meteors, they are not distractions. They are opportunities to reflect on creation, on divine order, on human accountability. Science explains how, Islam teaches why. Islamic scholars like Al-Razi emphasize the importance of understanding physical reality without losing sight of spiritual truth. The study of stars, meteors, and celestial phenomena is encouraged if it leads to recognition of Allah's power, appreciation of His order, understanding the transient nature of life. Asteroids, then, are bridges between empirical observation and spiritual reflection. Earth is small compared to the cosmic stage. Billions of stars, asteroid belts, comets traversing space. Yet, the Quran gives humans moral responsibility. Our deeds matter, and even the cosmos reflects divine principles. In the heavens we have built with might, and indeed we are its expander. Surah 88 Dariyat. Asteroids are part of this cosmic system, operating under divine control, demonstrating both power and precision. While meteors or asteroids can be destructive, Islam teaches that destruction serves a divine purpose, not random chaos. Every potential catastrophe carries warning, lesson, reminder. If Earth is spared, it is mercy. If impacted, it is decree. Either way, humans are called to reflect and act righteously. Modern astronomy studies asteroid belts, near-Earth objects, ENEOs, and cosmic collisions. Islam encourages observation of the sky, scientific inquiry, reflection on divine law. Asteroids are both scientific objects and spiritual symbols, a perfect example of the harmony between knowledge and faith. The Quran describes celestial fire in terms that align closely with meteors and asteroids. But what about the Hadith? The Prophet Muhammad said, "Do not consider the stars as mere decoration. They are missiles in the hands of Allah, guarding the heavens from rebellious jinn." Though not recorded in all Hadith collections, classical tafsirs attribute variations of this narration to early companions, reinforcing the Quranic verse in Al-Mulk. Scholars note, the meteors are physical, visible signs. The missiles are spiritual, enforcing divine protection. This duality mirrors modern understanding. Meteoroids burn in the atmosphere, yet the unseen world is affected in ways humans cannot perceive. Muslim astronomers of the medieval period documented meteors, comets, and celestial anomalies meticulously. Al-Sufi, 903 to 986 E, observed stars and described fiery streaks across the night sky. Al-Biruni, 973 to 1048 CE, recorded the motion of meteors and their burning behavior. Ibn Sina, Avicenna, analyzed celestial events in terms of physical and spiritual consequences. Their approach combined empirical observation with Quranic reflection, demonstrating that Islam encourages scientific curiosity. Throughout Islamic history, significant celestial events were recorded. 1066 CE Halley's Comet, chronicled by Arab and Persian historians as a sign of change. Meteor showers, frequently linked to political upheaval or natural disaster. Fireballs over Baghdad and Cairo, noted in chronicles, often interpreted as divine warnings. These historical accounts show a consistent Islamic perspective. Astronomical events are signs, not random occurrences. Islamic eschatology emphasizes that the universe itself will bear witness to the coming of Qiyamah, when the sun and the moon are joined and the stars fall, Surah At-Takwir. Classical scholars interpret this as stars falling could refer to meteors or asteroid impacts. The joining of sun and moon may indicate celestial alignment. The events are warnings of moral and spiritual collapse. Asteroids serve as reminders that cosmic order can be disrupted, reinforcing the idea that everything is under Allah's control. Surah Ad-Dukhan mentions, "Then watch for the day when the sky will bring a visible smoke that envelopes the people." Some tafsirs suggest global climatic changes, volcanic ash, dust cloud from a celestial impact. An asteroid collision aligns with these descriptions. An impact generates atmospheric smoke, fireballs, and destruction, which fits both the Quranic warning and modern scientific interpretation. Asteroids, meteors, and celestial phenomena illustrate divine justice. Not all objects hit Earth, demonstrating mercy. Some events cause destruction, reminding humanity of accountability. Cosmic forces operate under measure and balance. Islam emphasizes that the universe is a moral playground, where events serve as lessons and tests. Meteors become tools of reflection rather than mere threats. Asteroids remind humanity of our smallness. Earth, though precious, is a tiny speck in a vast, dynamic cosmos. The Qur'an states, "He created the heavens and the earth with truth. He wraps the night over the day and wraps the day over the night." Surah Az-Zumar. This cosmic wrapping illustrates order and vastness, with asteroids symbolizing the fragility of worldly security, the constant motion of creation, the reminder of mortality. Observing meteors sparks awe and humility, leading to prayer and remembrance, Diker. Reflection on creation, tafakkur, recognition of divine might, Tawheed. Islamic philosophy often interprets natural phenomena symbolically. Meteors are not just fireballs, but messages from the heavens, urging humans to reflect on their behavior and faith. Islam encourages the study of the natural world. Scholars like Al-Farabi, Al-Biruni, and Ibn Sina emphasized understanding physical laws, contemplating divine wisdom, integrating empirical observation with spiritual insight. Asteroids, comets, and meteors are perfect examples. Science explains the how. Islam explains the why. Modern astronomy reveals near-Earth objects, NEOs. Some pass harmlessly, some have potential impact risk. Catastrophic impacts are extremely rare. Islamic teachings parallel this. Destruction is divine will, not randomness. Survival is mercy. Events are signs to remind humanity. This cosmic balance is both scientific and theological. Asteroids, meteors, and celestial phenomena reflect human moral reality, order and chaos, mercy and punishment, awe and humility. Observing the heavens becomes a spiritual exercise, reinforcing Quranic themes. And he has subjected to you whatever is in the heavens and whatever is on the earth, all from him. Surah Al-Jathiyah. Even minor celestial events like meteor showers carry lessons. Marvel at creation, contemplate divine control, connect scientific curiosity with faith. Muslims are encouraged to study, reflect, and integrate knowledge. Islamic scholars of the past did not have telescopes, satellites, or spectrometers. Yet their observations of meteors, comets, and celestial fire described physical characteristics accurately, recognized cosmic significance, linked them to spiritual meaning. Modern science now predicts asteroid trajectories, monitors near-Earth objects, models potential impacts. Asteroids remain both scientific phenomena and divine signs, continuing the harmony between observation and faith. Asteroids also remind humanity of environmental responsibility, of global vulnerability, that human survival depends on knowledge and humility. Islam teaches that knowledge is a trust, and understanding celestial phenomena is part of fulfilling this trust. No matter the size of an asteroid or the brightness of a meteor, the Quran's call remains. Do they not see the sky above them? How we built it, adorned it, and made it robust? Surah Kaf. Asteroids remind us, creation is vast, control is divine, reflection is necessary. Islamic texts describe catastrophic cosmic events preceding the Day of Judgment. The sky splitting, stars falling, meteor showers, the sun and moon losing light. While these verses are primarily spiritual, they also align with potential asteroid or cosmic events, creating a bridge between natural phenomena and eschatological narrative. The Quran states, when the sun is wrapped up and when the stars fall, Surah At-Takwir. Classical scholars interpreted this as literal celestial changes or as metaphors for major upheavals. Modern interpretations suggest a scientific parallel with asteroid impacts and cosmic instability, showing a timeless connection between observation and scripture. Surah Ad-Dukhan describes a smoke covering the earth, which many scholars link to divine warning or punishment. Then watch for the day when the sky will bring a visible smoke that envelopes the people. Astrophysically, large asteroid impacts can inject dust into the atmosphere, create global darkness, disrupt climate, affect agriculture and human survival. Islamic texts leave room for interpretation, but emphasize that celestial signs are purposeful, designed to remind humanity of accountability. Asteroids and meteors serve multiple eschatological roles. As warnings, sudden flashes and fireballs capture attention. As enforcers, massive impacts remind humanity of divine power. As lessons, cosmic phenomena reflect human fragility. The Hadith supports this. The heavens will burn, the stars will fall, and the righteous will marvel at Allah's power. This illustrates a cosmic morality. The universe itself participates in moral education. Asteroids demonstrate divine balance. Gravitational order maintains predictable orbits. Chaotic elements introduce unpredictability. Occasional Earth-crossing paths symbolize divine will. Islam teaches that even apparent chaos is purposeful, reinforcing the principle that nothing occurs without Allah's decree. Earth is a tiny part of a vast cosmic arena. Asteroids remind humans of their fragility. Billions of asteroids exist in the solar system. Near-Earth objects occasionally cross our path. Cosmic collisions can have global consequences. The Quran highlights this vulnerability. Do they not see the Earth, how we have spread it and made it firm? Surah Al-Ghasiyah. Asteroids are one way that the universe illustrates both order and impermanence. Islam encourages humans to reflect on celestial phenomena, recognize divine omnipotence, maintain humility in the face of cosmic power, understand the interconnectedness of creation. Meteors and asteroids are both observable and symbolic, reinforcing the Quranic theme. The heavens are signs for those who reflect. Modern science explains asteroid trajectories, meteoroid burning in the atmosphere, potential impacts and global effects. Islam complements this by teaching purpose behind cosmic events, spiritual lessons from observation, the balance between empirical knowledge and faith. Asteroids become bridges between understanding the physical universe and acknowledging the divine. Muslim scholars meticulously documented celestial phenomena. Al-Sufi described fiery meteors and star anomalies. Al-Biruni analyzed meteor showers and their timing. Ibn Sina studied cosmic motion and its implications. Their observations were not only scientific but also spiritually reflective, showing that Islam encourages both knowledge and contemplation. Throughout Islamic history, comets and meteors were often recorded in chronicles, signifying change in leadership or societal upheaval, correlating unusual celestial events with environmental disasters, seen as signs of divine oversight. Asteroids, as a subset of these phenomena, reinforce the pattern. Celestial events are connected to both the natural and spiritual worlds. Historical records show that humans have long recognized the power of celestial fire, the significance of sudden events, the role of observation and reflection. These lessons continue to be relevant today, bridging ancient wisdom and modern astronomy. Asteroids evoke awe, moving silently across vast distances, burning brightly when entering Earth's atmosphere, appearing suddenly, unpredictable yet governed by laws. Islamic thought emphasizes that awe leads to humility and recognition of divine authority. Asteroids symbolize impermanence. Even stars can fall, divine power. The heavens obey Allah's decree. Human accountability, survival, and reflection depend on faith and action. The Qur'an repeatedly encourages reflection on cosmic phenomena as moral mirrors for humanity. Asteroids illustrate empirical laws, gravity, motion, atmosphere, metaphysical order, divine protection, jinn and angels, spiritual lessons, humility, reflection, awe. Islam does not see science and faith as opposed. Instead, asteroids exemplify the perfect harmony of knowledge and worship. Today, humans track near-Earth objects, NEOs, potentially hazardous asteroids, PHAs, meteor showers, and fireballs. These scientific efforts align with Islam's encouragement to observe and understand the cosmos. Observation is not purely scientific. Islam teaches responsibility in the use of knowledge, reflection on the fragility of life, connection between empirical discovery and spiritual awareness. Every asteroid, fireball, or comet can be seen as a sign to contemplate existence and purpose. Asteroids encourage scientific curiosity. How do they move? What are they made of? Spiritual reflection. What is the purpose behind their existence? Ethical thinking. How should humans respond to potential threats? In this sense, knowledge becomes worship and observation becomes meditation on divine order. Throughout history, humans have witnessed blazing fireballs, meteor showers, cometary apparitions, asteroid impacts, minor and hypothetical. Islam teaches that none of these events occur without divine decree. They serve multiple purposes: warning signs, sudden, awe-inspiring, commanding attention, instruments of justice, demonstrating Allah's power over creation, opportunities for reflection, reminding humans of their smallness and fragility. The Quran emphasizes, do they not see the sky above them, how we built it, adorned it, and made it robust? Surah Kaf. Even catastrophic events are framed as signs. Asteroids, when perceived as potential threats, exemplify divine control over chaos. Islamic texts describe celestial fire, Shihab, blazing meteors guarding the heavens, flames striking rebellious jinn, cosmic fire preceding Qiyamah. Modern science explains meteors as small fragments of rock or metal burning due to atmospheric friction, potentially destructive if large enough. The Qur'an and Hadith transform this physical phenomenon into a spiritual symbol. Awe of the divine, moral reflection, awareness of unseen worlds. Classical tafsirs often narrate celestial disasters as allegories. Meteor strikes warning communities, cosmic smoke signaling divine displeasure, stars falling symbolizing upheaval. These stories were both historical observation and moral teaching, blending empirical phenomena with spiritual meaning. Today, we see these same events in modern astronomy, revealing harmony between scripture and science. Imagine a small asteroid drifting silently in the asteroid belt, millions of kilometers from Earth, orbiting the Sun in precise motion, part of a cosmic network. A cosmic fragment leaves its orbit, accelerates toward the inner solar system, entering Earth's atmosphere. It burns brightly, a streak of light. Ancient observers called it a falling star. Islam describes it as Shihab, a missile against the rebellious or a sign for reflection. This symbolic story shows how physical events and spiritual meaning coexist. Every celestial phenomenon is a message from the heavens. Meteors flash across the sky, reminders of impermanence. Asteroids orbit predictably, demonstration of divine order. Cosmic anomalies, test for reflection and faith. Islam encourages humans to observe, ponder, and act righteously, transforming astronomical curiosity into spiritual growth. Asteroids, meteors, and celestial fire compel humans to ask, why are we here? How fragile is our existence? How do we align with divine law? Observing the heavens becomes a spiritual practice, connecting science with moral and existential reflection. The cosmos instructs humans in three ways. Magnitude. Asteroids and stars remind us of our smallness. Order. Orbital mechanics mirror divine decree. Impermanence. Celestial events remind us of mortality. Asteroids are both threats and teachers, highlighting balance between fear, awe, and reflection. Islam does not discourage study of celestial phenomena. Instead, it frames knowledge as an avenue for spiritual insight. Observe meteors, understand physics, reflect on divine power, calculate asteroid trajectories, appreciate cosmic order, cultivate humility, study cosmic disasters, predict risk, align with ethical responsibility. This synthesis transforms scientific understanding into worship. Asteroids remind humanity that survival is contingent on divine mercy and human preparedness. Observation is knowledge with responsibility. Reflection is faith in action. The Qur'an encourages believers to integrate knowledge and morality, showing that awareness of celestial threats has ethical and spiritual dimensions. Asteroids evoke wonder, fear, and reverence. Islamic teachings highlight awe as a precursor to faith, humility as a path to moral behavior, reflection as a bridge between empirical observation and divine insight. Every celestial fireball, every streak of light is an invitation to contemplate the Creator's majesty. The Qur'an, Hadith, and tafsir demonstrate that meteors and asteroids are described with astonishing accuracy. Historical records confirm human observation of celestial phenomena. Modern astronomy complements these insights. Asteroids become living proof that knowledge and faith are complementary. Asteroids illustrate cosmic balance. Earth is protected, yet vulnerable. The heavens operate in predictable order, yet allow surprise. Every cosmic event reflects divine measure, mercy, and decree. Islam teaches that everything in the universe, from asteroid to angel, serves a purpose, and the purpose is both physical and spiritual. Asteroids are not just rocks floating in space. In Islamic thought, they are missiles of the heavens guarding divine order, symbols of moral and cosmic balance, reminding humans of impermanence, teachers of awe and humility, inspiring reflection and prayer, evidence of divine protection, as Earth is shielded from destruction, harbingers of cosmic and eschatological events, linking the physical and spiritual. Modern science explains their composition, trajectory, and potential impact. Islam explains their purpose, symbolism, and spiritual significance. Together, they create a complete narrative of the universe, one that teaches, warns, inspires, and elevates human understanding. Asteroids remind us that the universe is vast, complex, and awe-inspiring. Human life is precious yet fragile. Divine wisdom pervades every aspect of creation. Knowledge and faith are inseparable pathways to understanding. The Quran's guidance on the heavens, meteors, and celestial fire provides a framework for both scientific observation and spiritual growth. Through the lens of Islam, the cosmos is alive with signs, teaching humanity humility, reflection, and reverence. Look to the night sky. Watch a meteor streak across the horizon. Remember, it is Shihab, a celestial flame. It is a sign of divine order. It is a teacher of humility. It is an invitation to reflect, ponder, and grow spiritually. Asteroids, like every cosmic phenomenon, are part of a larger story written by the Creator, a story that spans both time and eternity, science and faith, matter and meaning.